Are we back? I don't know if we're back. Are we back? I can't tell. Oh my God, we're huge. Fuck, shit. That's better. We are live on the internet, though. We are live on the internet. Welcome to CNC SciFi Grill. I am one of your hosts, Cliff. To my left is my brother, Big Nate, streaming from some county fair in God's country of dust and dirt. And below us is one of my lovely daughters, the Jasmine, coming from the sunny but polluted state of California. We can't seem to keep electric cars anymore because they just lost Tesla to Texas. But you can't blame them because Texas.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Mr. Musk
Texas is
left
cheaper.
because he did not like California's labor laws that were hampering him. And so he moved to Texas, who, doesn't really give a damn about the worker, except for who they vote. But I digress. So we are back after a week hiatus as me and Big Nate were doing big things in Houston and enjoying the Black Havana. And we are back to discuss Marvel What If episodes 8 and 9, which are the last two episodes of What If. We got 3 weeks before Hawkeye
Season
starts up.
1.
4. Well, we got over a month before Hawkeye starts up. I want to say.
What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. We got a lot of stuff we can actually go back and go over. We could actually do our revival on Star Wars, the originals and the prequels, and possibly go into what's going on with the sequels and how they're.
Venom.
We could talk about Venom. I have not seen the second Venom yet. I'll see that sometime. I'm going to see James Bond on Sunday. So yay!
Haha, I haven't seen Venom at all. I didn't even see the first one.
No, why you say Venom then? You just saying Venom?
Because apparently the end credit scene is very important.
Oh, okay. Well, what else is there? We'll see how they tie it all in. I haven't seen it. I don't want to know nothing about it. Anybody spoils it, I'll kill them.
I'll fight them.
Everybody in my household has seen it except me. They saw it while I was in Houston with Big Nate, and they also saw Adam's
the nerd
family.
of the family is the only one that hasn't seen Venom.
Well, I got home and we went straight to a water park, so sorry, didn't have time to go see a movie. I was too busy throwing kids into the pool.
Get invited.
You don't never get no time off, Jamaican girl. So, or what are you? 20% Nigerian. You don't get any time off. So sorry. So, episodes 8 and 9 was all about Ultron and the Watcher. And my God, there were some good one-liners in there. They also brought together the galaxy of the Guardians of the Multiverse were brought in.
The Guardians of the Multiverse!
You loud, stupid mother bleeper. Not you, Stark.
Not you, Stark.
Not you.
Not you, Stark.
I've never heard that attack line before. And then again, Vega!
I can destroy all the universes, and I can't destroy you guys. Wait, what? So, the first episode.
See the ending coming.
The first episode kicked off with Ultron basically getting Vision's body, so it was no longer Vision. Ultron was able to transfer his consciousness. Now I missed it, but what happened to Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? Why were they not? Where were they during this whole thing? Were they dead with Tony in the archives?
I thought the Scarlet Witch. Wait, wasn't the Scarlet Witch? They dumped the zombie Scarlet Witch on him.
No. That's from a different universe. I'm talking about the universe Ultron first took over, where he won in. Where was Scarlet Witch and
I'm assuming they died. Yeah.
When? When? I thought those was his ace
Probably
boon
when he
coons and he
first got
wasn't
his
gonna kill him.
body.
When he first got his body, he probably killed anybody that was with him.
But those were his friends and his compadres, and he loved them.
No,
I'm
remember
sorry.
once
Have you met Killmonger?
I'm talking
You don't
about
have
Ultron.
same
I know.
thing.
Same damn
Once
thing. They ain't got
once he
friends.
got a clip, once he got his power, then he had to cut down the ones that were powerful. He went after the powerful ones first. I'm pretty sure they died first.
I'm just saying because
I
he
wouldn't
killed
imagine
off.
that he would have let Wanda live for long once he got the stones.
Well, I
Just
know.
because she would have been a greater threat.
Can I ask a question? How the fuck Thanos go out like a bitch again? That's all I want to know. That man stepped through a portal, didn't even get to say shit, and was cut in half.
2 foot out the portal. I was like, yo, Vision, why didn't you just do that in Endgame?
No, that wasn't Vision. That's Ultron. That's Ultron.
I know. Oh, it was so funny, though. It was so funny.
But I mean, Thanos has just been a non-factor in What If. This whole he was able to get zombified. He was a friend in T'Challa's episode, and this one he came in and got killed right off the bat after Ultron took over the Earth, which led to Ultron getting all the stones and putting a new armor around himself, which was made out of the Infinity Gauntlet. Although as a robot, what's up, Wild Knight? Although as a robot, would it have really destroyed his body with all those stones if it wasn't in the Infinity Gauntlet? It was the Infinity Gauntlet just to control the stones properly.
I just think he had more control in a certain fashion.
Yeah, but he's not a real being. He's artificial. So would it have destroyed him if he didn't have the
Maybe
gauntlet?
you don't know, and that's why they left it as is.
I guess.
Maybe he just wanted to show him off. You know how Ultron is.
Well, he is parts Tony Stark, and I think that that is one of his biggest limitations. Is he thinks he's transcended all this stuff, but he still is doing his basic programming, which is protect all life. But by protecting his idea of protecting all life is
just
destroying
in the Thanos way.
Yes. No. Thanos left half of the population alive. He left nothing.
He still killed millions of people.
He left. Okay, Asgard. What happened to Asgard with Ultron?
Blew them bitches up.
There was 2 people alive on Earth, as far as we know, that we saw. Hawkeye and Black Widow. Scarro got destroyed, and the Game Master was just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Well, shit. What'd I do?
Right.
What about me?
But the whole thing, when he was sitting there and the Watcher was talking shit, like, and then he started to think, and Ultron turned around like, bitch, I see you. And Watcher was like, oh.
He was like,
shit. You don't see me. In the words of John Cena, you don't see me.
Okay. Wild Knight does have a point. It was fair because no life lived. It was, or are you talking about Thanos was fair because it was 50% and it was random, as opposed to Ultron, which was just nuke them all, let God sort them out.
No, everything's horrible.
Everything's horrible.
You still cause the deaths of millions of people.
Trillions, quadrillions.
Exactly.
I don't even know how many. But Thanos didn't kill plant life. This man made planets uninhabitable.
He didn't he blow planets up?
Yes. Asgard, totally gone. Although Asgard had his own Ragnarok without Suter ever showing up. Suter was probably sitting somewhere like, wait a minute, that was my job. That's some bullshit. Oh yeah, he did. See, he said he was fair. It was fair. As far as he know, Remember, he kept saying that in the T'Challa episode. It was fair. Although they kept saying, dude, it's still genocide.
At least everyone died. Okay.
So then he started fighting the Watcher, which was a badass fight, I must say. Even though the Watcher did not last. But we did get to see President Steve Rogers, a Wakandan Earth that nobody spoke about. Was anybody going to mention the Wakandan Earth, where Wakanda was the national power? And there was also, wasn't there another one? There was like okay, those were the two big ones that stood out to me. Nate, did you see anything that stood out to you besides President Steve and Wakanda Earth during the fight?
Nope. No.
But the other thing was he was hitting him so hard, the man went through different multiverses.
Yeah.
And
you know how Black Mom say they'll smack you in the last week? That's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Well, Captain Marvel tried to put up a fight in Ultron's universe.
She did.
I still don't understand how she got destroyed. He blew up. He blew up a universe.
Yeah. Like she should have still been able to be alive, but you know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So in the end, oh wait, the Star Wars planets were there? Did I miss that? No,
what?
Wait. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look now. There was so that the episode ended basically. Oh, Mustafar and Hoth. Wait, no, were they there and I missed it? Oh, now I'm gonna have to go back through it. So during all that fighting, Widow and Hawkeye are basically trying to find, a solution to stop him, and they did find out about the Mad Thinker, who is Zola. He did save himself, so evidently there was a backup of him in Russia that nobody knew about.
Nobody knew about.
So does that mean he still exists in our in the MCU then somewhere, backed up and saved on a set of computers where the Russian super soldier program is that Zemo didn't destroy? Anybody know? Anyone?
No.
Opinions?
I don't know. No idea.
Okay. So they went with that, and they got Zola, and and Clint sacrificed himself because he was tired of fighting. So as usual, Clint went out, but he went out like a boss. That final scene with him taking out all the Ultrons.
Badass. That was badass. Go out.
That little graphic, yeah. He took out a bunch of Ultrons, and she was left with Zola inside of one of the Ultron robots, one of the drones,
right.
And he was like, "Well, I don't know where he is, but he ain't in this universe. I can tell you that now."
She was like, "Well, shit."
So in the end, they ended up.
Did all that.
So in the end, the Watcher ends up in episode 4's Stephen Strange, Evil Strange, or however you Strange Supreme's universe. Well, what's left of it, the little ball of energy that is left of his universe where he exists by himself, just sitting there contemplating what the hell he did wrong.
Talk about madness.
Oh yeah. So he asks that's isn't it the multiverse of madness coming up? The next movie?
Doctor Strange.
So that's how episode 8 ended. Episode 9 began with the Watcher gathering everybody. He gathered Party Thor, which was hilarious because Party Thor was too busy killing Ultrons to
Vegas
to notice that there's this huge thing. Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. You have been chosen.
Nope. Sorry, I'm too busy partying. I'm too busy destroying Ultron bots. And then he grabbed. Everybody was wondering why he grabbed Killmonger, but that came up at the end because even I was wondering why he grabbed Killmonger. Because what could Killmonger do that T'Challa couldn't do by himself? Anyway. And he grabbed Captain Captain Peggy, Captain Carter, and let's see who else. He got Party Thor, Strange. Um, good Lord, who am I forgetting?
Uh,
Gamora, who was the missing
Gamora.
So you
episode.
forgot
For
about
those that didn't know, Gamora had an episode that was on the cutting room floor because of COVID. So it'll be in the next season, but it doesn't really help people
ah,
because what?
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. You and COVID, it's not like you're doing live action.
I
I
understand
don't
that, but it
buy the
even
whole
came out that they cut that episode because of COVID. That's exactly what they said. It came out.
I don't buy it. I think there's other issues. But go ahead.
Well, the actual what if was if Tony came to Sakaar instead of the Hulk. So I guess evidently Gamora ended up killing the Thanos, and she destroyed the Gauntlet, and they had this thing that would destroy the Infinity Gems. Unfortunately, as the TVA announced, each gem is different for each universe, which they found
Slightly
out later
different,
on,
yeah.
slightly different. So he brought them all together, and they were gonna, get ready to go fight Ultron. Unfortunately, Thor's a loudmouth mother bleeper.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
you forgot about when Thor went to walk out and was hanging out because Strange
It's like, I
had him
have a
in
date.
between
I'm gonna
in
go.
between universes. He was
Mhm.
like, "I'm gonna go." Ah! Hilarious.
So
I have a date. I'll see y'all later.
let me ask y'all a question: how much did Strange back that team? Like, could they have done anything without Strange?
He
No,
carried the team. What you mean back that team?
He carried the whole team.
Carried.
He was the quarterback, the
Carried.
defensive line, the offensive line. He swallowed a universe for
He
them.
was the coach. Like,
No, Peggy came up with some strategies. Don't get it wrong. She did. Nobody listened to her, but she came up with strategies. They did end up fighting pretty well, and it was nice seeing them as a team. They seemed to be more cohesive than the damn Avengers themselves.
hey, wait a minute.
well,
Listen, you
yeah,
got to
because
give them
Tony
props.
wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. What?
Listen, you got to give them props. They beat the heck out of Ultron. They
Mm-hmm.
were bringing the pain.
You know, they between when they got to Ultron's universe and they met up with Black Widow, and Peggy convinced Black Widow that they were friends, and then they were using the shields together because she had Red Guardian's shield. Black Widow
That
did,
was
and then
badass fight.
Peggy had Captain Britain's shield, or not Captain Britain, Captain Carter's shield, and they were just tag teaming. Captain Britain is, in my defense, Captain Britain is an X-Men character, and he is a superhero for Britain.
Captain Britain.
You didn't know about that? Yes, there
He's
is
right.
actually a character called Captain
That's
Britain.
funny.
There
He's
is
an
a character
X-Man.
called Captain Britain.
I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't use a shield. He can fly, and he's super strong, so he's a little bit more powerful than Steve. He ain't no joke. And he's actually Psylocke's brother, not the Psylocke from the horrible X-Men Apocalypse movie, but he's Psylocke's brother.
They could have done so much more with that.
Don't worry, they're coming back. They're coming back. They're supposed to pop up in something, I think. I don't know what they're supposed to pop up in.
As long as my girl is still Jean Grey, I don't care.
So I'm a little confused. What exactly? How does that arrow upload a virus into a body? Because all they did was shoot the arrow in somebody's eye. And
Well, I think it had a
the
USB
body.
at the end. It had a USB at the end. Cause that's
Okay,
It did.
so Ultron's USB port is in his eye?
Well, if you get into the circuitry properly, I guess so. Also, it's Zola. He'll get in any way he wants. You don't
and
need
they
a
did
USB
do a
port
callback
get
to
a
the
virus
comic
in your
books.
computer.
And they did do a callback to the comic books of how the Mad Thinker looks inside of a body. He does have his head in his stomach instead of on top of his head. And that's kind of what they did when he took over Ultron's body. But then Killmonger, Eric being Eric, that boy there's no vindication for him at all. There's just I guess in T'Challa in Star-Lord T'Challa's world, is Eric a bad guy, or did T'Chaka save him because T'Challa got lost or got kidnapped into space? So in maybe T'Challa Star-Lord's world, you know, Eric is a good guy, but Eric is just unredeemable in this whole in all the MCU things we've seen him
So
in.
far in all the things, that we've seen him in, he's just a selfish little prick.
Yeah, but I love how when Strange Supreme realized we're not supposed to win.
Mm-hmm. No, we're
Yeah.
not
That the
supposed to stop
Watcher,
him. We're not supposed to be able to stop him, actually.
and so he realized that it was all about containment. That's why
Mm-hmm.
he picked Eric Killmonger, because they knew those two were going to argue. He knew that
Oh yeah.
he knew that they were just going to be going at it. So he said, contain them and take them off about their business.
Right. So
Because
now
neither
there's
one of them.
Literally, like, when I saw him messing with the Ultron head, I was like, no, he's not gonna. He's gonna help them just to meet his own ends, just like he always does.
yeah, and Eric was like,
Exactly what he did.
I'm not your cousin." No, because you killed your cousin, you asshole.
Yep.
And so in the end, they're stuck in a pocket universe, and by they I mean Eric Killmonger and Zola and Ultron, who are in the same body, battling over Infinity Gems, but they're stuck. They're basically frozen in time.
They're just trapped in an endless loop.
In a pocket, yeah. And Stephen Strange is watching over. So is that going to make him even more insane, or is he going to be okay? I guess that's his eternal punishment for the rest of his life in his own universe. I don't know.
Well, at least he has entertainment.
I feel like it's all the universes.
But how does he have companions? He can't talk to them. He's just sitting there looking.
No,
it's like looking at a snow globe.
I didn't say companionship. I said entertainment. Watching these two fight.
But are they fighting? They're just standing there, frozen, stopping each other, just pulling on the Infinity Gems.
And I mean, he still has the Watcher, technically.
Yeah, they could talk and stuff. But that's the other thing I want to bring up. Did anybody else notice how Ultron was basically calling the Watcher a voyeur? Like he was like, "Dude, you're kind of sick and perverted. Did you realize that? You just sit around staring at people going about their lives, and you're a little freak, aren't you?" So I don't know. So they do send people back. Peggy ends up going back to her time. Well, not to her time, but when they left, which was basically think about the beginning of Captain America Winter Soldier when he attacked the ship. So that's basically where they sent Peggy back to, and that's where she was at. And they find out that the Nazi Buster, or whatever the hell it was called, was still sitting on the ship, the Lemurian Star. So the question is, how could Steve be alive and still in that damn suit? I guess the question is he the new Winter Soldier?
And that's why I was like, did they freeze him
and make him the Winter Soldier?
Right, because my thought is like he would be like 100 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they sent Widow.
They get into in season 2.
And they sent Widow to the world where Loki had won, basically.
Yeah.
It was where Hank had killed off all the Avengers and Loki had won. And then he said, and I love how Nick Fury noticed right away.
So cute.
He was like, "Wait, you're not my widow."
But you said you have her fire. And I was like, this is the ending Widow should have got in.
Well, I'm wondering, it would have been better if he sent Widow to the MCU, but I know her contract's over. She's through. She's not coming back. I mean, this is probably, she'll do some one-offs with her voice and stuff. And I don't know if she's going to show up in Hawkeye and with her sister there causing havoc. So I don't know. All in all, I think it was a good season. We'll see what season 2 brings. Big Nate, what was your thoughts on the last 2 episodes?
Excellent. I just loved when Ultron realized he could hear and see the Watcher. That was brilliant. He was like, "I can hear you." Oh, there you are. I was like, damn. It was
Ultron was like,
brilliant.
shit.
I enjoyed it. It was great.
Shit.
I know.
Well, he had the shit look on his face, but he said, "Oh no."
Oh no. It's like the TikTok sound. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Like that's literally
Christina,
what
what were your thoughts on everything?
I thought it was great. The fight scenes against Ultron were dope. I really want to commend Disney and their storytelling and how much they can really fit in 30 minutes because it was 35 minutes like with the credits. So thought that was awesome. Great times. I thought all the little like spin-off universes were amazing. Great send-off for Chadwick since that was like the last thing that he was in.
Oh, and that's the other thing. We got back to chat to Star-Lord T'Challa's world, and him and Star-Lord, the actual Star-Lord, was sitting there
He
fighting
saved
him.
It was so
fighting
cute.
Ego. But it looks like it was going to take 1,000 years for Ego to absorb Peter. Is that what he was basically saying?
Yeah, something like that. It'll only hurt for like 1,000 years, something like that. But he was basically doing to him what he was doing in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, trying to absorb him since he didn't want to join him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's going to use him as a battery.
Yes, basically as a battery. So, but 1,000 years of pain. So, did it take 1,000 years to absorb each one of those kids he killed? Is that the idea?
I don't think all of them were as strong as Star-Lord was, which is why they died so quickly, or why he had so many.
Yeah. So, any ideas or thoughts? I mean, do you think they're gonna have the Sakaar episode with Tony, or?
I feel like I've seen something that says that like the season 2 is going to be less like haha everything ends the world and more like cute little stories, but we'll see.
Well, here's the thing, and Wild Knight actually brought this up.
I feel like that also depends on where the universe is at in the next.
Well, here's the thing, and me and Wild Knight discussed this. If you look at the classic what ifs, they all ended with everything's fucked anyway. Like it was worse off in how it was in the actual comics. I don't think there's been one what if that did not end with something that was not terribly wrong. I mean, you had it where there was one where Wolverine was the Lord of Vampires. Like he killed Dracula, but he became a vampire himself, and it was worse than the zombies, basically. So,
well, can I tell you what there's speculation?
What's that?
I was watching a review, and they're speculating that the reason why they kicked that episode because Tony was in the Hulkbuster, and if you looked at the Hulkbuster, his Hulkbuster suit, it had claws on it, and they're saying those claws were not from T'Challa in his world, but they were actually the same claw settings as Wolverine. So they were actually thinking it might be the next episode that they bring in the first X-Men.
We'll see. I think there's a lot coming up. You got Spider-Man in December. You got Hawkeye next month. You got
Doctor Strange
next year. You got the Eternals next month.
You got Thor next year, right? Or is Thor 2023?
Thor, I think it's
no, Thor's next year.
Let me see. Is he?
No,
let me see.
I thought it was next year.
It was next year.
Let's
next
see.
year.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. Simmer down. May 6th, 2022. And then Doctor Strange is May 25th. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my. Bruce Campbell is in Doctor Strange. This should be interesting. Oh, he's probably on one of the Spider-Man worlds for the multiverse. More than likely, because if you guys remember, he showed up in every one of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Campbell was in every single one, and he knew him from Evil Dead fame. He was one of his favorite actors that he used. All in all, I think it was a good season. I don't know where they're going to go from here. We'll see. Phase 4 should be starting up after the Eternals, I think. Spider-Man should kick off Phase 4. Actually, I don't think the Eternals are going to kick it off. And the Eternals are coming in, and I'm
Or do
still
you
of the mindset
they're
of what the hell.
Are they the end of Phase 3 then?
I think actually they said Widow was the end of Phase 3, so
I
maybe
feel like that makes more
Shang-Chi
sense.
is
I feel
actually.
like Eternals is either Shang-Chi or Eternals is probably the start of Phase 4. Like that
Yeah, I
makes a
think
lot of
Shang-Chi
sense.
actually was because they had some of the Avengers at the end. Hulk was
Yeah.
there, Bruce was there with his arm, and then Captain Marvel was there. We'll see. And I don't know when is the Marvels coming out, which has got Miss Marvel and
Oh
um,
yeah.
Monica Rambeau and all of them
Captain Marvel 2 is
in it.
coming soon.
Yeah, that's the Marvels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Captain Marvel 2 is actually the Marvels or something like that. Hold on. It is the Marvels. Yeah, the Marvels. It will be November 11th next year.
Releasing a woman about badass women on a badass woman's birthday. Okay.
Yeah, so Monica Rambeau's supposed to be in it. Nick Fury's in it. Kamala Khan and Carol Danvers is still in it. We'll see how if Brie Larson stays around. Maybe without all the other actors there, she might get along well with the Phase 4 folks. I don't know.
My whole thing is,
Yeah.
it's like Brie Larson is not big enough of an actress to be a damn diva. Like, calm yourself.
Well, hey, well, I forget the woman that's playing Shuri, but if she doesn't stop with the anti-vax stuff, she gonna get kicked off too.
She gonna get.
I thought they already
cut,
replaced
which
Shuri
is
because she was doing
sad.
that stuff.
No, she
I didn't
lost
think they
her
replaced
whole
her
like,
yet.
American PR team.
Oh
She
my
literally
God.
like had to cut ties. She like secretly cut ties with like her whole American PR team because they were not having it.
Well, oh my God, Shuri.
Which
She's
is
still
sad
alive.
because she's a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
She also was in an accident on set and was in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
But that was
Yeah,
like
she's
a couple
in
months ago.
Wakanda Forever, of course, for right now. But we still don't know who's in the
I
cast.
feel like they're too close to being done with the filming to cut her. If anything, she just won't be in anything else. If she continues.
God, that'll be. How's that any different than whatchamacallit? Than Carol Danvers?
And that's if you remember from Iron Man to Iron Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Except he was more about money and not.
Riri Williams is coming back, or she'll be introduced. And for those that don't know, Riri Williams is Ironheart. She is the female Iron Man. Who Tony, she's just as smart as Shuri, and just as smart, which means she's just as smart as Tony, if not more smart. And she takes over the Iron Man mantle as a little while, but she's more of Ironheart. So Ironheart, the movie, is coming up as well. That's it's going to be on Disney Plus though, so we'll see how that goes. In season 1, they haven't said when it starts. Yeah, we'll see when it starts. Oh, yeah, it starts production in April 2022, so it shouldn't be around till 2023. So with that being said, so that's the end of Marvel's What If. I think next week we will, I don't know, it depends on if Christina has seen Venom or not, or if Big Nate has seen Venom or not. We might discuss that, or if not, I think we should start delving into the prequels. If I can sit through them, or maybe I'll sit through the original trilogy. I don't know if I can sit through the prequels too much. I could sit through Revenge of the Sith, but I don't think I could sit through Phantom Menace and and Attack of the Clones. I just
Misa proposed
you shut the hell up, you jackass. Misa suppose you get burnt with a flame frickin' thrower and you shut the hell up. That's what Misa proposed.
You know what would have been cool though, even though he was the irritant that we all wanted to kill, if he would have ended up being the Sith Lord, that'd have been dope as hell.
That would have been hilarious.
There's still stuff going around saying he was. There's still joke posts going around saying that he was, but we know he isn't. I mean, he's just Jar Jar, and I don't know what George Lucas was thinking. I guess he thought, yeah, I'll use this one guy to replace C-3PO in the movie as the comic relief, but I'm not going to do a good job of it. And if you sit back and look at Phantom Menace and how much racism was in that movie, from Jar Jar to the Trade Federation aliens,
Oh yeah.
just and the guy that owned Anakin, who was a huge Arab / Jewish stereotype. It was just,
Yeah.
George, what were you doing, dude?
Literally, like going back and like watching a lot of like older movies, it's like, man, y'all just really did not give a fuck about being blatantly racist, did ya? Y'all were just like, I'm gonna be racist and I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
I don't know. So, Christina, any shout outs? Got.
Alrighty. So, y'all know that I do the music thing. I do the managing thing. My client, Lex Cole, is releasing her first EP project on October 22nd. It's going to be great. The single's already out. It's called Sprung. The music video is also out. Check it out on YouTube. That is Lex, Lex, Cole, Cole. Check it out. It's popping. Also, my client, Boy Maj, just released a single a couple weeks ago. That's Boy, B-O-Y, and then M-A-J. It's called Waste My Time. Check out some dope music, R&B vibes. Thanks.
I don't have any shout outs right now. I haven't been streaming on Twitch in a while because I haven't had the inkling to play anything that I wanted to stream lately. I'll try to get back into it, but there's no guarantee. Big Nate, we'll end with
Sadly,
you, sir.
sadly,
Uh-oh.
that there
Another
is
Cowboy
a
game.
Dallas Cowboys game that starts at 2:30 this Sunday, and the pregame starts
Yes.
really between 1:45 and 2. So sadly, the old school drive from 1 to 5 with me, Big Nate, will not, I repeat, not be rolling this Sunday. So you will just have to go ahead and find someplace else to find the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
All righty. Well, sounds like a plan. I want to thank you all for joining us, and y'all have a good evening, and we will talk to y'all later. And goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Peace, 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 peace.
Peace.